Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Crypto Analyst here, and I hope all of you guys are having a good morning, evening, wherever you guys are from. And welcome back to another Bitcoin technical analysis. And today I want to talk about how Bitcoin can really move in one of two extreme ways, considering the fact that it has both a potential bull flag and bear flag. Now I'm going to be breaking both of these down, but what this means is that it can really create this do or die time where Bitcoin has to decide whether it wants to continue this trend upwards, pushing close to $6,000, or if it actually wants to stay in this bear market and come back down to around $4,000. So I'm going to be breaking this down in today's video, explaining what all this means. So if you guys are interested, go and stick around for the video, and do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. But that being said, let's go ahead and break this down. Now, what are a bull and a bear flag? Now, simply what this is that you have two parts of a flag. You have the pole and you have the flag itself, much just like, any flag that you guys would probably imagine. So the pole, what we have over here is really just this entire thing. And if we count this entire thing on the way up, this was classified as a bull pole. So no matter what, this is one giant bull pole. Now the flag is where things can get a little bit tricky, because whether or not you, and really depending on how you draw this or how you look at this, depends on whether it's a bear flag or a bull flag. Now obviously a bull flag breaks to the upside and a bear flag breaks towards the downside. So if this is a giant rising channel, what this would do is actually create a good bear flag on Bitcoin, signifying that it made its move up, but it's actually not ready yet, and it actually has to move back down. Now, a measured move down here would probably be close to around the 200 EMA on the hour chart, or if we move this over to the 4 hour, we can see that it's a little bit differently, and it would probably be close to the 50 EMA on the 4 hour chart. But going back to the hour chart, because we can just see this the most clearly, if this is actually just a rising channel, as we can see, this is a very nice parallel channel. You can see the clear heart line, how this is just, seeing rejection from the top and bouncing off the support very, very well. And if this is the case overall, this would eventually break down towards the downside, probably something to around $4,600, $4,700 before it was actually able to gain some, some traction again. Whether it holds here is another story, but if this is a bear flag, you would see a pretty substantial move towards the downside. And then if this doesn't hold, again, this thing could be coming significantly farther down, maybe even to $4,200 all over again. Now, the way that this can be looked at as a giant bull flag is that, of course, you do have your giant bull pole over here, signifying that this is your move up. And then if you actually take the bottom part of this parallel channel and then the top, the two most recent swing highs, what this actually does is create a pennant of sorts. And so we can kind of go ahead and draw this up, right over here. Now, what we can actually do is go all the way from over here to over here, and what we can see that this does create just a giant pennant. Now there's one of two ways to draw this. It's the way that I'm doing it right now, where you kind of cut out the most recent wick right over here in this area, or what we can actually do to make it even a little bit more clean is just take the two most recent swing lows, the two most recent swing highs, and what this does is it creates a very, very beautiful pennant, bull flag, bull pull combination, where this would actually signify that a large move is coming to the upside. Now, if this is the case, I would imagine that we easily push $5,500. If we can break the $5,500 resistance to the left, what I would see and what I would imagine is that we start pushing towards $59,000 and maybe even close to $6,000 before seeing ultimate rejection. Now, something that I've stated before is I do not think that we're going to be breaking that $6,000 zone. I think it's too heavy of resistance to break on our first try. I think it will definitely break eventually, but for the time being, I don't think we're quite ready to break it right now, especially not with the next candle, or not with the next leg up, if we were to even have that. So when I'm looking at this and I'm going through my thought process, is this worth a long here? We're seeing some support over here from our 50 EMA on our hour chart, but is it really worth longing here? And this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because you really don't have any set idea for what this could be. If you take the two most recent swing lows and the two most recent swing highs, yes, it's a giant bull flag, but it is also a pennant, which is not the best of bull flags. It's still technically a bull flag, but rather, for the best case bull flags, what you usually like to have is falling channels, because those are arguably more bullish than pennants, because pennants can lean more towards neutrality than, say, falling channels can. And so when you have a pennant, it's not necessarily a bad thing, especially when you have a large move up, then consolidation. It certainly is a bull flag, signifying that this should, if it respects this, move towards the upside. Now, even if this is a rising channel, you could expect it to go up through resistance all over again, which would be pushing around $5,300 if that is to happen. So the real question here is the bear flag respected or is the bull flag respected? Honestly, I kind of have my money, I don't have any trades in, so I don't literally have my money on anything right now. But But, you know, figuratively speaking, I do have my money that this is going to go towards the upside. I think it makes more sense if you take all the swing lows and use all the swing highs, then it, you know, certainly does look like a giant bull flag, bull pole combination, which would make me believe that this actually would, you know, keep going towards the upside. Now, I do not completely discredit this. Obviously, this, you know, this rising channel is very well in play over here, so it's kind of hard to say. You know, how well that this rising channel is getting respected is a little bit scary to me, but overall, I think that you just have a bigger picture view that there certainly is a pennant in here, and that pennant, you know, I'm looking to break out towards the upside. So really, it's going to be a matter of time. Over here on our, you know, 1 hour RSI and our 1 hour MACD, there's really no significant divergence anywhere, and I don't really even use these for divergence. But looking at this on the 4 hour chart, you know, the RSI is not really telling me anything, and the MACD is actually showing some nice bullish divergence. So if the MACD is actually respected, it's going to go hand in hand with the bull flag on the 4 hour and on the 1 hour. You can actually see this very, very well on the 4 hour chart. You see the giant leap up, the 4 hour chart playing in here nice, and you do see this pennant forming and getting respected very well. Now, whether you want to use the 1 hour chart or the 4 hour chart, that's kind of up to you. It's kind of, you know, yes, there's a little bit of a difference, but it's more of just, you know, personal preference, more so than anything else. So my final conclusion for this when I'm looking at this, you know, I don't have any trades in right now. I think it's a little bit of a risky area, but I certainly think that there is some nice potential to the upside over here on Bitcoin, and that could start pushing and actually seeing higher prices if it can break out of this. Now, if support breaks, a lot of this is just, you know, completely discredited. So something that I would do in theory if I was trading here is I would set a stop loss below support. If we break support, you know, that's it. That's the end of the story. Maybe we come back down to the 50 EMA on the 4 hour or the 200 EMA on the 1 hour and touch and bounce off there, you know, towards the bottom of this range. But I think for the most part, if this support breaks, I think it's confirming the bear flag. And if resistance breaks, I think it's confirming the bull flag. So maybe it's just a little bit of a waiting game. Some people are taking bets here. You know, I might take one in the coming future, but as for right now, you know, I don't have any positions in, and I'm just kind of watching this because, you know, the RSI is not really telling me anything, but the MACD certainly does look bullish. You know, lower, you know, consistently lower highs right here, and it looks like it's rounding towards the upside. So I would imagine that it does actually make another move up, and then maybe set up some sort of double bearish divergence. You know, maybe do something like this, set up nice double bearish divergence, and then maybe a shorting opportunity to follow. So that's pretty much it for this Bitcoin technical analysis, guys. If you guys did enjoy, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as it does help out the channel a lot. And I want to know your guys' thoughts. You know, is this going to play out towards the upside? Is this a bull flag or is this a bear flag? You know, there is a lot of ways to look at this, and some parts of TA are definitely, you know, subjective to bias. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video.